Hi, my name is Aidan Currie, and I am the founder and head cider maker here at Swift Cider. Thank you for visiting us today. This is our first ever Cidercon tour, and we are really excited to host. I want to do a shout out to Jenny Dorsey for organizing this tour and getting all of the food pairings ready and organizing all the logistics so that you guys can go around and just enjoy yourselves. I also want to send some appreciation towards the U.S. Association of Cider Makers and Michelle for making this whole event possible and including Swift in the event. I really wish I could be here today, but I accidentally planned a mental health day about a year ago that I've been waiting to go to. So I will be back on Wednesday, I promise. And if you'd like to come visit me, I'll be in the tap room on Thursday from 5 to 8. So I figured I would just walk you guys around the cider house a little bit. You're going to go on your own tour, but I'm standing in the tap room right now. And what you see as our cider house is our second reincarnation. We started in 2015 down the street in what was a wild mushroom distribution warehouse that we subletted some space in. We really did start as a nano cidery, and everything that we had to start was a couple totes and a few of the tanks that you'll see inside of our cooler. We did grow that business over in this other building until 2009, and when we moved over here. And at that time, we went from IBC totes to these big 70-barrel tanks that are sitting right behind me. Once we moved into the building, we spent a lot of time getting city permits and building out the facility. And then COVID happened right as we opened up this tap room in 2020. So we've been slowly recovering over the last 3 years, and we seem to finally be back on our feet. We just sold $1 million worth of cider this year, so shout out to Ali for selling a ton of this delicious cider to people. Yeah, let's take a little quick tour around the spot. Last year we bought this canning line. This is a Wild Goose 4-head fusion, and we run 3 different can sizes on it. That helps us make our own cider, but when we bought this, we also started subletting this or renting this out to other people on a co-packing arrangement. So at this point, we package for 12 other local beverage companies, making everything from hard cider, kombucha, water kefir, energy drinks, some mocktails, and a few other things I can't even remember right now. So if you are interested in making your own beverage, and you might be somewhere in the Northwest, we're the only co-packer of our size and type in the entire state of Oregon, and we're trying to expand our services so we can help out more people. So let me know if you're looking for any co-packing. A lot of people who have had our cider know that we're well known for making fruit ciders, but we really do make all different varieties. In a given year, we make somewhere between 30 to 40 ciders. You'll see a lot of them in our cooler up here when you're visiting, and we've pulled out some of the stops on our rare and small batch things that we've been saving so that the tap list you guys get to taste is more rare and has some of the more interesting ciders that we've made throughout this year. If you are interested in our stuff and you want to find out all the cool stuff we're making, we've been working on this lineup of small batch ciders that we're going to be putting into tallboy cans and rotating throughout the year. So look out for the small batch limited release things, and hopefully we're going to be shipping these across the country to people soon. If you've never had our cider before, we love to make authentic dry and semi-dry ciders. That was our bread and butter for years, and our flagship lineup includes a lot of ciders in this vein. So these are using Northwest-grown apples, fermenting with champagne yeast for a clean profile, and in many cases adding some other fresh fruit back to it or hops to give it some more flavor. You can see in our cooler, we've got a lot of different variety in the small batch side as well. So I'll let our cider makers tell you more about what we're pouring on tap and how we came up with some of those different ideas for ciders. Some other things to point out that cider makers might really care about: we really don't like to use sulfites, and we tend to use none or very little, and that's something that we started doing about 5 years ago when we bought our first crossflow filter, which has enabled us to reduce the amount of sulfites in our facility. So that's interesting. We don't use any concentrates or natural flavorings in most of our stuff. and we prefer to use not from concentrate, minimally processed juice, so you get all the real authentic flavor of those ingredients in our ciders. And you know, if you're a cider nerd and you want to talk more about this, like I said, on Thursday, I will share all of my cider secrets if you come to the tap room. So I hope you guys enjoy your afternoon here. Our cider makers are on staff to help answer all of your questions. And like I said, I'm taking my mental health day, so when you see me on Wednesday, I will be rejuvenated and feeling like a new person. So cheers, enjoy the delicious pizza and cider, and I'll see you very soon.